National Football League takes us to the Caribbean Isle of Puerto Rico and its historic capital city of San Juan. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Armadillos of San Juan. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. These guys have played well in their 2 playoff wins, but they've got a tall task here on Championship Sunday. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys have maneuvered their way through these playoffs as the 2 seed and now sit just 1 win away from reaching the Super Bowl. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And just in case you didn't know in the days leading up to the NFC title game, you definitely know now. No rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. But this is getting towards uncharted territory. This is a monster deal. If this offense believes in it, which I believe that it does, they could be the ones to break that streak. And having spent time around this team, I'm starting to believe they're going to get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the bootleg. Hewitt. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they've shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused. And some injuries, it is not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Check. If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. The first carry for Tyler Algier. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Trotty! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Daniels. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd and 9.
Second down. at the Rams' 18-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead. They juked him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Algier, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Armadillos have struck first in this NFC title game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important. And
the call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score on the
5 plays there on that drive. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
it certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A 7-yard pickup.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Shoves him aside. Oh, he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's good for our Rams.
They'll play fake here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Now we give up the middle to Williams. He's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Gain of 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Operating from the gun, Hewitt will go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. What a juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
That's good for a sand.
Here's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McClure. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Jack Gibbons on the stop. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. Keep it twisted on the ground.
2nd and 4. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Deron Payne able to drop it for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action. Hewitt. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Skirts by him at the 35. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. It's caught inside the 25. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
But big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
They run it again with Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
From the gun on third down. Hewitt. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And they will take over first and 10. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brings up third and 1.
From the gun on third down. Daniels. Blitz coming and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points, let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for our Rams. First down.
Back to throw. Hewitt. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ethan Evans on now to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second down and 4. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a San Juan first down.
Back to throw again. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. He's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
San Juan first down.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And he is going to lose yardage here. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on third down, Daniels. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And down to the 29-yard line. It's a big play there on third down. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Give downs here from the shotgun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Samuel in motion. Back to throw. Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, It'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now 2nd and 9.
16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Give to Robinson on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Daniels to the right side and caught by center. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Complete to Terrence Ferguson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Hewitt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Rams, first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Rams.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Hewitt. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Rams defense, we watch them get set to go. And with a deficit here, they gave up the field goal last time, but with this deficit, Charles, how important is a stop on this drive?
Extremely. And you know that they heard it on the sideline. You know they heard it going out onto the field, and they're telling it to each other. No more points given up. We've got a chance to still get into this game.
As a defensive guy, you kind of like that challenge. You don't want to be down, but do you like that challenge?
You don't want to be in that position, and you wish you had taken the challenge a little bit earlier, but now, this is it. It has to happen at this point.
Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
to throw. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's in the space past the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Traylon Burks from 13 yards out. And the Armadillos are able to extend their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Hewitt. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The busy night continues for Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Hewitt will be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the out route, this is Adams who to catch. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. In motion right, that's Burks. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
A loss of 1.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And the Rams get him. They bring him down. That'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Hewitt. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3rd and 3. In motion right, Debo. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Julian Daniels from 17 yards out. And the Armadillos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, LA! Terrence Ferguson, 39 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Algier now up the middle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hewitt, and it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A gain of 3.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.